Hi guys, today we are going to learn how to do a complete PCB using OrCAD. So we will be covering three different software in OrCAD: the Capture, PCB Editor, and Pad Designer. So make sure that you have all these three available to you before you start with this tutorial. So we start with designing a schematic using OrCAD Capture. I have already created this folder called OrCAD Video Lecture in my computer, and we are going to use this folder throughout this tutorials. Okay, so let's start. We start by creating a new project called Arduino, and the location is the one I showed you earlier, OrCAD Video Lecture. Okay, so we create this new project which is a schematic in OrCAD. So we now have a page open. I prefer it to be like in a separate window. So this is our design. So we have a page here. So the first thing we need to do is click here and then File, New, Library. So you see there is a new library created here, and if you right click it and Save As, you save it in the same folder, OrCAD Video Lecture, and I will call it My Parts Library. So the parts that you create yourself could be kept in this library. Now we have a library, and the next thing we want to do is to create a new part. What are we creating? We are creating this Arduino mini board, which looks like this, but we are only concerned with the pins on the edges of this board. This is what this board looks like. There are 12 pins on both sides. So this is the board that we are going to create. 12 pins here, 12 pins there, and if you look at the schematic, this is what the pins look like. Pin number 1 is TX, RX, ground, not connected, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, these are digital 1, 2, 3, 4. So pin number 1 starts here, and then you go counterclockwise. So this is pin number 13, 14, 15, and this is pin number 24. And we are not concerned about the pins that are in the middle, so we just take these 12 pins at the moment. So let's start with the part. Right click, new part, and we call it Arduino, and the reference number is U, which is generally used for chips or components like this, and the footprint we also name as Arduino, and hit OK. So this is less space, so we need to drag it. If you click and then hold one end and move it like so, make sure that the part locks is aligned with the grid. And you can, if this is not turned on for you, you can turn on the grid in Preferences, Grid Display. This is the parts grid, and make sure that this is selected as lines. You can also select the pointer snap to grid, but it's not necessary at the moment. But it's very important that everything is actually on the grid, because if the lines are not on the grid, you won't be able to make the connections. So make sure that everything, I guess in your case we can select the pointer snaps to grid just to be safe. Okay, so now we start putting pins, and in order to do that we use this tool, place pin. The name of the pin, as we saw in the schematic, is pin number 1 is TX, 2 is RX, so we name TX, and number 1. You can leave the other settings the same, and now there is a pin here, and if you click, it's over there. And for RX, you click on the tool again, RX 2, okay, and here. So in the same way you can place all the pins. If you want to, you can see the pin is still attached, so if you want to exit this, you right click and end mode. I don't have time to create all the pins at the moment, so I will, instead of using the real pin numbers, I will use an imaginary one, pin 3, number 3, and make sure the numbers are most important, so the numbers should be right for the pins. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see it started to automatically number the pins. So name the pins as well, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 on one side and 12 on the other side. Okay, right click and move. So now you can see it. This is the part that we wanted, and we need to now decrease the size a bit. Okay, so keep on changing the size until, so you can drag from the corner. You always have to drag the corner up. Select, drag. Okay, so this is our part. You can put the value, and this is the value is where the name of the part is going to appear, and this is the reference. In order to look at, to be able to see the boundaries, it's best to draw a rectangle around your part. It's like so, and of course then escape, or and then you can move it to the size like so. So zoom all, and here is your part. Make sure that you have named the footprint right. It's Arduino, because this is something that we are going to create later. So once your part is created, right click, save, and now your part should be ready to place in your schematic.